NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Our opening tip won by the Thunder as we get started in OKC. Paul driving, but he can't connect. To Richardson. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old, simple, bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
It's Paul for two. Ooh, Chris Paul. Missed his first. That one goes. When you look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Paul into the front court. They trail by two. Down low Adams. Steven Adams with the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Simmons. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Joel Embiid sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Simmons to Embiid. Won't go. Paul into the front court. Down just a couple. Great pass to set it up. No, I missed a short one there. Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
On the drive, it's Paul, but his shot stays out. Slams it down.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
OKC ball.
Here we go. I got him.
Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. Off the assist.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Down low, Noel. From the painted area, won't go down.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he connects on the first free throw.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 23, Trey Burke.
He makes them both.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Paul across the timeline. Down 5. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Not going down for him this time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Now Paul with the basketball. They trail by 7. Shot from in close, no good. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Mike Scott at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. First one goes down.
For the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 17, Dennis Schroeder. And number 14.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Margins 8. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. A shot at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. It's the Sixers out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Sixers have the basketball. Oh, Ben Simmons. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Mike Muscala at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Horford. From long range, they snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Here's Schroeder with it. Right now, down 7. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good. Here comes the screen.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Simmons to claim the rebound. Trey Burke against Schroeder. The shot clock for Philadelphia. To Horford. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Tobias Harris. Can't connect. Oklahoma City ball.
I got it. Here we go. Here we go. Match up, y'all.
Here comes the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander. Kyle O'Quinn snatching it out of the air. Can't miss those. Simmons with it. Leads 5. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Big man, Steven Adams. 2:04 now. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. New blood coming in for both sides.
City, number 23.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Up by 3.
Subbing in for Philadelphia, number 21, Joel Embiid.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Ben Simmons. 4 out of 7.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Richardson guarded by Schroeder. To Horford. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw try, off the mark. Schroeder with the basketball. 5-point game. To Paul. Shot from the lane won't go. Josh Richardson shakes free and hits.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Now taken down by the Sixers. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The 76ers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The 76ers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Thunder may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Field goals.
The Oklahoma City Thunder didn't make the best use of their shots in the first half. If they want to be competitive in this game, they need to find better looks. The shooting was certainly worse in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Simmons has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4 to Simmons. Fires the three. That's not his range. It's no good. Missed a wide open look. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
It goes down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Paul with it up top. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Short jumper stays out.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
In the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Tobias Harris. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Paul into the front court. Down 8. To Gilgeous-Alexander. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. In the front court comes Simmons. It's an 8-point lead. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
They get it down to Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 6 now.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the basket good at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oklahoma City's got him. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Surveys the floor. Paul. No good. To Tobias Harris. For 3. Not that time. He missed it. The follow won't go either. Paul into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Screen coming.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Chance for Paul. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Another shot stays out.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Schroeder. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
To Embiid. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Paul across the timeline. His guy's down 11. Trying to cash in. Not today.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Joel Embiid. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Thunder with the basketball. From the painted area, won't go down.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Smooth part of his game. Al Horford drills the catch-and-shoot three.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Easy path to the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Smith with it up top. His guys leading by 14. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Stuffs it down with authority.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
There it is, Al Horford. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
From the outside, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Sixers call for time as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Now Paul with the basketball. The deficit now up to 12. The pass set it all up.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Lays it up and in.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Paul with it up top. They find themselves down 10.
One-touch screen.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Paul buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Shot from in close, no good. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Oof.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Simmons into the front court. His team up by 7. Good look that time, but off the mark.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
To Richardson. Simmons. That out of his range and no good. To Paul. Has a chance. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both. And you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second as well. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Chance for Chris Paul. And he knocks it down, Jay.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul. Knocks knocks it down from mid-range. And they'll get the intentional foul. So 2 free throws coming up, and you figure 1 out of 2 could be enough to seal the deal.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. The Thunder will use a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one by 4. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Thunder lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Simmons gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for the Oklahoma City Thunder. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.